People, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Joyce Anyanwu. Yes, in today's video we'll be watching together where OG will be showing us what is trending in the world. First of all, we know that Trump is the one trending right now. Trump is trending. Every television station, every country, they are talking about Trump right now. All of us, we know Trump and his trouble of immigrants. Trump just entered on Monday. He has started his immigrant. He wants to deport immigrants. Now, according to the morning show, they are telling us that Trump is planning to deport 18,000 Indian immigrants that are illegal in US. Is doing everything to send them back to India. And according to the news that you will be watching later, you will see where the Indian Prime Minister was trying to negotiate with Trump that he should just remove that agenda. Anyway, we don't know what will happen. And another one is that our Oga Akinyemi is telling Tinubu to avoid Trump. He said, you avoid Trump. Trump is a wahala man. Trump is somebody, we know Trump now. Is this not this Trump that built a wall of Jericho in Mexico? He built a wall of Jericho that he don't want Mexico people to cross to America. Is it not this Trump? Well, anyway, I don't know why it's so special, because we know Trump. Is it not this Trump that said Nigeria is a shithole? Is this same Trump? Be another Trump is there. Anyway, but before I talk too much, let's just listen and watch together what is trending in the world. Yes, it's only Trump that is trending right now. So, but anyway, let's just listen. Maybe other things will come on, because according to the topic, they talk about Shehu endorsed Shehu the Tinubu son. Anyway, let me not talk too much. Let's watch and surprise. Yes.
United States, Donald Trump, who was sworn in on Monday in Washington, D.C. during his inaugural speech, had promised to deport millions of criminal aliens who illegally gain entry into America, and signed several executive orders, including a controversial order seeking to revoke birthright citizenship for the children of undocumented immigrants. Well, Akinyemi advised Tinubu during a television interview that he should devise means of dealing with Trump, even if he does things that annoy or step on the interests of Nigeria, and steer clear of antagonizing him, describing Trump as a bully. I mean, this news, I mean, when the headlines, headlines really make a lot of sense sometimes. It was quite funny. He said that, there's nothing a bully likes better than taking on people who are, not strong enough to resist him. But in another development, though, India has agreed to repatriate approximately 18,000 of its citizens who are living illegally in the United States. Well, according to a Bloomberg report, India is working behind the scenes to appease the Trump administration to avoid a trade war with the U.S. The report states that the two countries have together identified some 18,000 illegal Indian immigrants in the U.S. to be sent back home to align with Trump's immigration policy. I mean, this decision, as you know, reflects both a diplomatic strategy to maintain smooth economic relations and highlights the ongoing unauthorized migration. I just want to read this final one before we discuss on the issue of the executive order signed by Trump to revoke birthright citizenship. A coalition of 18 democratic states in the United States have filed a federal lawsuit challenging President Donald Trump's action. birthright citizenship is protected by the 14th Amendment, ratified in 1868 after the Civil War, which stipulates that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are automatically citizens. The White House issued a statement Monday that the century-old interpretation was misplaced, clarifying that the privilege does not extend to children whose parents are not U.S. citizens. Dr. Bati, we know that this was subject to, interpretation and was definitely going to be challenged by, these attorneys. I believe that the suit was joined by attorneys from California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, and of course New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Wisconsin. This is a really big issue, Dr. Abati.
Well, 18 states. All these 18 states are democratic states. And what they are saying is that an executive order may have been given, but this is a constitutional matter, the 14th Amendment, which is over 150 years old. And we had made the point here that executive orders do not necessarily represent the law. They are administrative fiats, whether it is TikTok or it is on immigration, and they can be challenged. And this is the first example, being challenged in the courts. The attorneys general of the states that you have mentioned, they filed their case, the suits, yesterday. And also the American Civil Liberties Union has also gone to court. And I see that Nigerians will be most interested in this because of this thing we have, baby delivery tourism.
Of course.
Many Nigerians, once they are a few months gone, they relocate to the US because of citizenship, or they go to Ireland. They used to go to the UK too, until the UK, put restrictions saying, yes, you only become citizen after you fulfill certain conditions living in the UK for a certain number of years. But we'll see what happens with all these challenges, not just on this, but also on other matters on which President Trump has signed the executive order. Number two is Professor Bolaji Akinyemi. Where Professor Bolaji Akinyemi makes President Trump look like the headmaster of the world. And in any case, because the US is the superior power, and Trump himself, the way he carries on, leaves no one in doubt that is the super headmaster of the new global order that is going to influence. Otherwise, President Tinubu, needs no early warning. He's president of a sovereign state.
By himself, yeah.
Trump is president of a sovereign state. Yeah. The two personalities can only relate at a diplomatic level, at a bilateral level, as heads of two different countries. But I can understand where Professor Akinyemi is coming from, saying, look, any small country that takes on Trump will only get, badgered for it. There were other things that Professor Akinyemi said, including the statement that he didn't think President Trump's speech was good.
Right.
He said it was a rabble-rouser to a mob. Well, he says it was the worst inaugural address that he had ever had in his entire lifetime. He said the best was the one in 1961, or was it 62, by President J.F. Kennedy. And that this one is the worst. Well, people have different opinions. I didn't think that it was a horrible speech, but where President Akinyemi was coming from probably was his objection to, President Trump throwing away the entire legacy of President Biden. But that President Trump poses a threat to the existing global order, where Professor Akinyemi is right in that regard. You recall that during President Trump's first coming, Professor Wole Soyinka tore up his green card and said he will not go to he will leave the US just to allow Trump to impose his will and perform his nonsense. Well, he left after 4 years. I don't know whether Professor Soyinka went back, but this time around that Trump is back. Professor Soyinka is likely to be another person who is likely to say, well, look, he doesn't want America's Trump until he leaves.
I mean, Trump's inaugural speech and, most of his executive orders have been, talked about, criticized, condemned, or even hailed. I mean, we touched on a little bit on the Indian story where Bloomberg is reporting that, Narendra Modi is organizing himself already to stand firm with Donald Trump. But also, I wanted to take Bishop Edgar Body's story, who she was actually trending after she urged President Donald Trump to show mercy to immigrants and the LGBTQ community during the Washington National Cathedral's National Prayer Service. She also called for compassion for marginalized groups, including those fleeing war and persecution.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here. I
thought that was quite a powerful, very powerful plea by that bishop. It's quite controversial too as well, because obviously the issue with LGBTQ and religion as well.
It's very powerful. Yeah. And the plea is for those, that need to be included, that needs to be shown mercy.
Yes.
The what's it called? The people that work in factories that might not be legal. We don't all come into a country legal. Even the Trump that is talking, at some point, his parents, his grandparents were from Karlstadt in Germany and they were illegal migrants. Even Elon Musk had to naturalize himself. So, but I want to say something very poignant about the Better movement. And I'm not surprised that Trump is using this Birthright citizenship thing. Because how did Trump become prominent in the political circle? Let's go back. It was for the Better movement, when they were carrying conspiracy theories that Obama didn't have the right to be American president because he was not born in situ. But it goes back, and I want to see what the Supreme Court is going to say, because I know this case might go up to the Supreme Court. In 1898, there was a case at the Supreme Court, United States versus Wârning Act. Because after it was ratified in its constitution that birthright citizenship, there was still a lot of discrimination and racism. Black people suffer this discrimination. Some of them, sons of slaves born, couldn't even get a chance to still be called Americans. Until the case of this Wârning Act happened in 1898, where he was born in San Francisco. At the age of 21, he went to visit his parents in China. Then he came back. They said he was no longer an American citizen. And he took them up. And the court ruled 6-2 that this should not exclude anybody. So when you look at it, there's already a precedence as regards this. And that's why I'm happy that these states have taken it to court. And a lot of them are citing this precedence. As regards Professor Bolaji Akinyemi saying that President Tinubu should maintain his lane. He has a reason for saying that too. You see, because a lot of Nigerian politicians, they are the ones that will go and do something in America. America has secrets of many of them. So if you do and overdo now, they will just bring your secrets out. So let's be careful though. And he knows why he's warning. And I also completely 100% agree with him. Trump's speech is one of the worst I've heard as an inauguration speech in America.
All right.
Honestly, one of the worst, very deprecating on his predecessor, very deprecating on the outlook of America, very provincialist, very bleak to the world. I mean, we've had better speeches. We've got nothing to fear but fear itself. We've got seek not what you can do for your nation, but what your nation can do for you. We've heard Yes We Can by Barack Obama.
All right,
we've had
Rufai.
Resurgence of Hope, and this one, bleak, nationalistic, protectionist, anarchist in nature.
Well, this is bringing common sense, a revolution of common sense.
Make America great again.
A new golden age for
Golden age.
America.
Golden age of
Talking about quotes.
Do you know that some Nigerians have given him names? I'll take a story at the end. Some Nigerians have given Donald Trump names. Well, let's take another story here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, has again been endorsed as a potential candidate for the governorship position in Lagos State. The latest endorsement comes from the former deputy campaign manager for Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed in the 2023 presidential election, Isaac Balami, who said that Sheyi Tinubu has the fundamental right to run for governor, emphasizing that he is of age and qualified for the position. His statement followed a comment made by an All Progressives Congress chieftain in Lagos, Joe Igbokwe, who criticized the endorsement of Sheyi Tinubu by some groups as a potential successor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Ayo, I mean, this story has a lot of dynamics.
Yeah.
We are seeing APC condemning those supporting an APC guy, Sheyi Tinubu.
Yeah.
And we are now seeing Labour Party people supporting Sheyi Tinubu. I mean, but this is not the first time that we are seeing this sort of endorsement from Sheyi Tinubu. I believe last week, this social media influencer or activist, they call him, a very dark man, also endorsed Sheyi Tinubu. What are your thoughts?
All right, so anyone has the right to endorse anybody they want to endorse, although it is quite suspicious and interesting when an opposition party member comes out like this to endorse someone from the other party, when they also have their own candidate or someone who is already saying that he's interested to run on the platform of the party. In terms of eligibility, fundamental right of Sheyi Tinubu to run for governor of Lagos State, according to the Constitution, if he's at least 35 years old, he's Nigerian by birth, and he has a political party that is sponsoring him, then he has the right to, and he qualifies in those areas. When it now comes to the choice, it's the people that will make that choice. I see that he has come out a bit more with his philanthropy, speaking to people, but we know that this issue of Lagos governorship or who will take on the seat has become quite the topic of debate or conversation. A few names have been thrown into their hat into the ring, or have been put up as potential candidates in Lagos State. I think the APC will have a fight on their hands in terms of who. There's, they haven't declared yet, so let me not mention names, but a few people have, been mentioned in different quarters that they might just be interested. But in terms of eligibility, he's eligible. In terms of morality or what you feel, it's up to the Lagosians to determine whether or not, or have to decide at the end of the day through their ballot that they want this person. But the most important thing is that INEC should also help us as well during the day of election to ensure that the election is free and fair, that the will of the people actually is supreme.
Dr. Avate, a quick comment.
What is the big issue here? In November, the People's Democratic Party, when this whole thing started, said that the PDP in Lagos State will make sure that nobody imposes an inheritance culture at the level of governorship on Lagos State. In other words, they said they would not want a Tinubu dynasty in Lagos State. Since then, some other names have been mentioned as persons who will be interested in becoming governor in Lagos State in 2027. It was in that context that Joe Igbokwe, an APC chieftain, then said, no, people should stop talking about Sheyi Tinubu becoming governor. And now you have this Isaac Balami responding to Joe Igbokwe and saying that, look, Sheyi Tinubu has every right. He's of age, he's qualified, he has done a lot in Lagos State and all that. Well, in terms of all of that, he's right. It's his opinion. Right. But I think in terms of the way politics works out, it's too early, whether in Lagos State or in Rivers State, anywhere, for anybody to start talking of who will be governor. Some of the people who joined the race early, will fall by the wayside. And in any case, in Lagos State, they have a very peculiar structure. They have this thing called GAC, you know, an elders committee who decide who will be the next governor. So at the end of the day, until the Babasope crowd of Lagos State takes a decision, you really cannot expend so much energy saying this person wants to be governor, that person wants to be governor. But on the general point about Sheyi Tinubu being qualified, well, if he shows interest, why? He can show interest. It is for the people of Lagos State to now decide.
As always, Rufai on fire.
It should not be, nobody should talk about imposition
It's
or,
too much.
you know, or inheritance or dynasty.
As far as I'm concerned,
Yes.
dynasty plays a role in politics.
Okay.
Money plays a role in politics. And most of these people you so-called think they are people of integrity society. God only knows what they do at the background. So don't be surprised anybody that endorses anybody. If the money is available and the machinery is available, Sheyi Tinubu will be governor. He's just here to analyze and say, welcome Governor Sheyi Tinubu. You know me, I don't like to deceive myself. And there's no better time to start talking about it now.
All right.
So when people are talking, you think they don't know what they are talking? There are talks in different quarters about who's going to be governor. Next governor of Lagos State is being decided. That's just it.
At this moment.
Like I said the other time, one man down already in the race.
All right.
I think after Obasan's house has this thing, maybe might not have that off again. So people are deciding. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. It's money.
Okay.
I rules the electoral process in this country.
All right.
It's already
Money rules the electoral
Governor
process.
Sheyi Tinubu Abalola.
Welcome.
Lagos people
Lagos, right? As a Lagosian, she's speaking as a Lagosian.
With due respect.
All right.
As the voice of Lagosians be louder than the voice of Babasope in governance
in the last election, during the presidential election, yes,
in governance was it louder?
It will be louder.
Was it louder?
All right. At the end of the day, let us hope that the Lagosians will decide at the end of the day. All right. I wanted to move away from politics, and I saw the story over the weekend that touched my heart, and I just really wanted to highlight it really quickly here. It's a story about this unidentified group in southwest Nigeria that, captured and killed an endangered leatherback turtle, sparking outrage amongst environmentalists. The turtle was left to suffocate and dehydrate in a vehicle, as we'll see in this video that made the rounds over the weekend.
Oh, my beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Yes, we have watched, we have seen. So what did you guys think about this video? Please drop your own thought in the comment section. Yes, drop your own thought in the comment section. Yes, my beautiful people. First of all, welcome back, Rufai. Yes, it has been a while. Welcome back to the channel, Rufai. I like Rufai so because he don't dance here, he don't dance there. He fire the way it is. You see the way the Rufai has fired Trump. Trump coming just is like when Tinubu came. The day they swore Tinubu in, the next day Tinubu just removed fuel subsidy. Since then, people have been, suffering in Nigeria. The same thing. Trump, every time, I don't know what is wrong with Trump. Every time they just elect him, he would just be focusing on illegal immigrant. Is that what they asked him to come and do in the country? Is that how to rule? I don't even understand why they even elect this man again. I was saying this thing that time. This man don't like immigrant. And according to Rufai said this man is not even an American person. He's not even American. He's from Germany. Well, anyway, I will not even just try to talk what is proper, because you know what Germany. So I don't blame Trump, because you cannot just come in and start thinking how to send people back, how to retrieve people papers, how to the children that were born there that their parents are not citizens, they will retrieve their papers back, their passport, their citizen back. Is that what you came there for? Okay, what are they doing to you? Are they disturbing you not to rule as a president in US? You just came in on Monday. You have started signing. You will send these people back. You want to send India back. You want to send that back. No, all the illegal people in America, you are sending them back. Is that what you came there to do? But thank God for Rufai, the way Rufai fired him back, the way Rufai fired him back and said, no, you cannot just come here and start sending people back, talking how to send people back. Anyway, my beautiful people, talking of Sheyi Tinubu, everybody knows the truth. The truth is there, but it's bitter to be told, yes. They have started it. This is not the first time. It's something that has been on top. So, campaign manager, campaign word for Labour Party is endorsing Tinubu's son. That one is not a new thing. This is politics. Anywhere belle first, and then people go follow. Where they give you chop, now there you go. So, if they have given him, and he want to endorse Tinubu, why not? It's normal, and they have started saying it, and that is how it is. So anyway, my beautiful people, I don't know. The problem is that Trump don't like foreigners, and when people were just campaigning for Trump, even in Nigeria, I saw a group of people like this one that we are seeing now, singing for Trump, campaigning for Trump that don't want to see us, Trump that don't like immigrants. But people were campaigning for Trump. Nigerians are talking about Trump. I even heard where they were saying Trump coming to as a president, he will help Nigeria, he will support Nigeria, he will do this one, he will do that one. Which Trump will support Nigeria? This is very Trump. That is it not this Trump that said Nigeria is a how did he say it's a shithole? Is it not the same Trump? Anyway, my beautiful people, please drop your own opinion in the comment section. I don't know what to say anymore. Just drop your opinion in the comment section. If you have watched to this time, thank you very much. My name still remains Joyce Anyanwu. Thank you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.